Hello, my glorious heathens, as I, the legend that is Dionysus, and ladies and gentlemen, I do strongly apologize for my absence these past 2 weeks. Now, for the most part, it's because I was procrastinating, I was a little bit lazy, I strongly apologize for that. But the other reason is because I just updated my Wi-Fi, and sadly, due to my laptop being very old, it is not able to use that Wi-Fi. It's not compatible, so I'm going to have to get a brand spanking new laptop, which really sucks because laptops are not cheap. They're like $300 to $400 and maybe $1,000. So, boy. Yeah. Now, thankfully, my cell phone has a couple of video making editing apps that I can use. And the one I have now, I'm just testing out. Hopefully it works. Hopefully you guys like it. Yes, I do know that the screen is pulsing. I don't know how to get it to not pulse like that, and I hope it's not that big of a deal. And yes, I do know that the stupid little watermark at the bottom right-hand corner. And if this is a good app, and if you guys at least like it, think it's decent, what have you, then I'll think about buying this. But if not, then I'll try to find a new one to use that will not pulse like this. But with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, let us dive into Chapter 4 and 5 of Candy Flurry. Now, first and foremost, Chapter 4, we have the MC and the guy. I forgot the names at the moment. I do apologize for that. But, they're talking about she was talking about wanting to join the sweet police. And, it's kind of a dangerous idea because of her technique, the whole lollipop thing, where there can only be one user per suite, meaning there's no 2 ice cream users, 2 donut users, etc. But yet, there's somehow, some way 2 lollipop users. Now, like I said in my last video, which was absolute garbage because the app that I was using was absolutely horrendous. But, what I stated was maybe the bad guy, the main antagonist, he has maybe this, if you remember back in the early 2000s, I believe there's this mystery flavor for Starburst and Skittles, where it was like, what is it, what flavor is it? Is it watermelon? Is it, cherry or something? And maybe that's what he has, like he has this, wild, sweet technique that he's able to use any, sweet. Like maybe he has all of the sweets there is. Maybe that's his technique, or maybe it has something to do with flavor, like the MC has sweet lollipops while he has sour lollipops. Now granted, that's just my theory, game theory. Okay, that was just cringe. But other than that though, we've also found out that the ice cream user, of course, is a 3rd ranking sweet police, or Rossetti, who is by far the only one that can actually take down the main antagonist, the other lollipop user. Now, one other thing I want to point out is they state that she is the vanilla ice cream user, and I'm wondering, why did you say that? Like, I mean, is there a chocolate or strawberry ice cream user, or did you just say that just because, that's who they are? Now, maybe that's what they are going with, because to be fair, if there's like another ice cream user who's chocolate or strawberry, what is that really going to bring to the table? Like, it would just be 2 fire users or 2 ice users going head to head. It would be like, Derby versus Endeavor. It's just 2 fire users going at it. I mean, granted, I'm not going to support it, but yeah, so coming back to the manga here, so, the ice cream user offers them a ride home and a ride back to HQ, only for it to turn out to be an absolute rouge, because she takes them to the ruins of Tokyo, where she begins to attack them, like, hey, you're the lollipop user, you're the one that did this, and now I'm going to be the one to take you in, because remember, the guy said that she, the ice cream user, is the only one who can actually defeat, or has a chance to defeat, the main antagonist of the story. Now, granted, we all know that our protagonist is going to be the one to defeat the main bad guy, but you got the point. It seems that the ice cream user lady is the Urza Scarlet of the team, where, Urza was a high-ranking magic user and stuff. I think it was not Magic Knight. But either way, I knew she was like she was high-ranking. She could do the A-rank classes, I believe, or the A-rank, crap, it escapes me at the moment. Missions, there we go. God, missions. But, yeah, so, she, again, is the only one that can, do it. Now, of course, she goes on the attack, they go on the defensive, and in Chapter 5, we see the history of the Ice Cream Lady's past, where she was this adorable little girl, she was going to school, she came across this stranger who gave her some candy, and clearly, they don't have PSAs over there saying, hey, don't take candy from strangers. But she takes it and she obtains the ice cream, technique, the ice cream sweet power. And she goes back home because she mixed her socks. And her parents, her mother and father, they looked like they were annoyed, but they changed their tone to, oh my gosh, you're so adorable, you're such a big girl, you're so smart, yada yada yada. And when I first seen this, I was like, wait a minute, is this really truly your memory? Or is this like that scene from Infinity Train with Season 1, where the protagonist thought she had like a happy, wonderful day at SeaWorld, basically, only for it to turn out that wasn't as happy as she imagined it. Her, family, her parents were bickering back and forth, and it was like a miserable day. Like, is this what was going on? But that soon went out the window as soon as I turned the page, or rather I, clicked the screen. And it seems that they're doing this to cheer her up, to make sure she doesn't feel like a freak, because we see on the news that sweet users don't have a good reputation, and a lot of people hate them. We see a lot of protests. It's like, hey, put them in jail, ban all sweet users, etc., etc. Now, what's funny is it kind of gave me that vibe of X-Men, the whole humans hating on mutants. It kind of gave me that vibe a little bit, where it's like, the humans, mankind can't tolerate the sweet users, so they want them, gone. And so it seems that her parents just want her to, be happy, and that's why they went ham like that. However, though, it does turn out that they are indeed annoyed because she has a sweet technique, and they want everyone to at least get to know their daughter, know how sweet and wonderful and, great she is, which is really cute, because one thing that I absolutely loved is when she asked her grandma, I believe, for head pats, and even though she was supposed to, be in middle school, she still wanted head pats. I'm sorry, but adorable, precious cinnamon rolls deserve head pats no matter what age. Do not at me. But, with that being said, though, when she goes with her grandparents, that's when, the bad guys destroyed all of, Tokyo. That's when, the lollipop user destroyed everything. However, the only good thing here is, at the end of the battle, Ice Cream Lady knows that the lollipop user protagonist is not the antagonist. It's not the same one because of how weak and pathetic she is. So she at least is smart enough to know that the main protagonist is not the one to blame. And so she offers her a position to join the sweet police, the city. That way she can keep an eye on her, and also, that way she can also fulfill her goal of becoming a sweet police to basically give a good reputation. Now, I'm kind of in a hurry, so please like, subscribe, and until next time, my glorious heathen!